Yo, I made over $15,000 selling cell phones on Swappa. I'm gonna show you exactly how I did it, so that way you can go out and make your own $15,000. So stick around, guys, because this is a doozy.
Welcome to the Roughnecks. I'm Rico, your ecom instructor. I'm a software engineer, a military veteran, and a six-figure ecom seller. I've helped over 400 students on Amazon alone, and thousands more make money online. If you need to know anything about making money, you're gonna find it out right here.
Yo, welcome back to the channel, Roughnecks. I missed you. Today we're gonna be talking about all that good stuff, all that good life. If you guys didn't know by now, I'm Rico, AKA Roughneck Actual. It's a military term, you guys just bear with me. We're gonna, we'll explain all that as we go through on this channel. We talk all about that e-commerce life here, man. All about making money online, doesn't matter what it is, whether it's selling cell phones, whether it's selling on Amazon, eBay, whatever, doesn't matter. Nothing is off limits here, baby. Nothing is off limits. We can talk about what we want to make that money. So today I have a good one for you. I'm gonna show exactly how I did $15,000 selling cell phones. Actually, well over $15,000, but let's break it down, okay? We're gonna break it down. We're gonna show you exactly how it was done. But before we do that, there's gonna be a secret code somewhere in this video, so you're gonna have to watch through the whole thing. There's a secret code. The camera guy, good old Crispy, he's gonna drop that secret code in there. Make sure you put that in the comment section, and whoever does it first will be the winner of a $50 Amazon gift card, all right? So remember, secret code, you gotta stick around. I love giving stuff away. You guys should know that by now if you saw me on the Two Dudes channel. But anyway, guys, I started off broke, all right? I had to sell free stuff on Craigslist, and then I had to switch over to selling electronics. And when I did, it became one of my more lucrative ventures because over here in Philadelphia, there's a ton of people that overextend themselves and buy phones that they shouldn't instead of paying their bills. And it works out great for me, and it'll work out great for you. And I'm gonna show you exactly how you need to go about doing it, okay? So stick around, we're about to get into the Roughnecks computer, and you're gonna see exactly what I did and what you need to do in order to make that money. So let's go. So guys, as promised, I'm gonna show you exactly how I went about making that money. All right, how I went about selling cell phones and electronics and stuff on Swappa, and did over $15,000. Like, these are all of my old archive listings actually. So as you guys can see, I've sold quite a bit on Swappa alone, not including Craigslist, which we'll also get into as well. But these are just some of my listings. And for the people that don't think that I still sell, I do. See, don't sell near as much, because now I'm kind of like a, I guess you could say a museum for phones. I just kind of keep them now as backups to backups to backups. But guys, that's not what this is about. So we're going to go ahead and show you how to knock this out the park. All right, let's just, find a random phone for the time being. So Swappa is the site that I use the most when it comes to selling cell phones and electronics. Just because it's safest. They accept PayPal, which is like the only form of payment, and it's safe, guys. It's safe, and you get to have a little bit higher margins than if you're going to be selling on Craigslist. Okay, so remember that. I highly recommend you selling your things on Swappa as opposed to trying to sell them on Craigslist or somewhere else. I mean, eBay you could, but again, Swappa is just a little safer in my opinion, and I've never had an issue with them. As you guys can see, I obviously, made a lot of money on Swappa, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. Now, most of the phones that I purchase are either from Swappa, except for brand new. Now, I usually purchase from Swappa, for a deal if I know I'm going to be flipping, or I'll purchase from Craigslist. And the reason I purchase from Craigslist is because people will typically overextend themselves, right? They will overextend themselves and buy phones that they know they cannot afford. All right, they'll end up purchasing these devices and not have a way, out. They'll either use birthday money or tax money or whatever, and then they overextend themselves and they're like, oh man, I got bills to pay, I got this and this. Because let's face it, a lot of people, they're living paycheck to paycheck, and when they get an influx of money, they don't necessarily think about living expenses. They just think about bills, right? They think not bills, but they think about things. That's it. They care about things. They don't necessarily care about making sure that their families are supported. They just want what they want when they want it. I would comb these listings and see what's up. I'm like, oh, okay, let's see. We're looking for a Galaxy S9. This is brand new in box. 64 gig midnight black. what, let's see what company this came from. It was open to unlock the phone. Now here you would have to email this person. Actually, no, you can see it right here on the box. T-Mobile. So this is a T-Mobile device. So we know it's GSM certified because T-Mobile is a GSM company, right? So GSM is the global standard. GSM, I can't say most companies, but a good chunk of US companies run on it, like AT&T, but Verizon and Sprint still operate on CDMA. So those are two things you need to watch out for. All right, unless you're buying them factory unlocked directly from the manufacturer, chances are, you will be getting them unlocked through your carrier, and you have to be really, really careful. But in this case, this is $505, from T-Mobile, right? So let's see what the most expensive T-Mobile model is at this current thing. Let's talk about, there's none in new condition for this. Let's see what's what's going on with Mint. All right, so these are unlocked. This is mint condition. This is 369, all 64 gig. So we know that in order to sell new, you are going to need to be very, very competitive with something around here. All right, because the most recent 256 gig was sold for $415. Now, it doesn't say what condition it's in, but you can assume that it was, I guess, decent, or somebody just tried to unload it. Now, these are all, mint, all, like new, pretty good condition. You're going to have to be competitive here. They're not saying, okay, these are unlocked, all right? So that's going to be a tough one. But this guy's selling for $505. You could probably come in and offer this gentleman, $375 or so. I would lowball him. I would come in lowball at $350 cash in hand, right? $350 cash in hand. So that way you can come here and, offer them, put up an offer for like $425 or so, because it is brand spanking new. No one's, had it before, and it's unlocked. So it's something that you can compete with. You can say, hey, this is $425, blah, 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 so on and so forth. And then there are fees and all these other things. This is probably not the greatest example of, of like as Meet Kevin says, a wedge deal. But if you can get this cheap enough, it would be perfect. It'd be absolutely perfect. You wouldn't have any issues whatsoever coming in and making money with this one. You could still make money. You wouldn't make, $100, $200 on it. You'd probably make around 40 or 50 bucks, getting it at like $350, right? Which is pretty decent. It's still, not bad. But if you're looking for like $100 plus, you definitely need to stick with some of the later model Galaxy lines or iPhones, period. Those are the only ones that I really focus on outside of like OnePlus devices when they first come out. Okay, so OnePlus devices when they first come out, I make sure I go for those. But Samsung and an iPhone device, and I never buy those through a carrier. I always buy those factory unlocked, and I pre-order them so I can get one for myself and then one to resell, because people are always looking for those, and I always get the top tier if possible. But that's how I did it, guys. I purchased from Craigslist. I either purchased from Craigslist or from eBay, and and made it work. eBay does have a plethora as well. We're looking for Galaxy S9 cell phones. This is unlocked variety, so you might be able to get them cheap. Never know. We'll just say T-Mobile, blue, 64 gig condition. Oh, these are very good. We need to find one that's whatever. $319 for very good, but whatever, man. We need to find one that is a little bit better than this, and then you could come over and sell it for a decent price. Like, you might actually be able to get a good deal. The only reason I really like going with Craigslist is because I can see the device right then and there. I can meet up at a police station, I can see it, and I know that it's going to be just fine. Because I'm able to mess with it, I'm able to get it in the hand, I am able to make sure that it works out. Now with this, you'd have to wait for the device to come in, but there is, buyer protection through PayPal. So I wouldn't necessarily worry too much. You'll be good to go. Look at this, this is an open box one, but this is brand new. So $378.99. All right. If you can get one, brand new. Fingers crossed that you can get one brand new. Maybe lilac purple will be brand new, open box. SIM card demand is not included, but this is brand new, so it just happens to be an open box. You could potentially get a pretty decent, decent price for this. I mean, I would obviously, try to find something a little bit cheaper just to maximize my profits. But, because you have to remember, you're going to be paying PayPal fees. And if you're paying PayPal fees, plus the fee, on Swappa, you might end up not making near as much money. So you got to be careful with that. You want to make sure that you are, profitable at all times. But this is just an example of what you could be doing. You going out and checking, and there's an EIN checker here on Swappa, to make it a little bit easier for when you are selling. So you'd be able to verify that phone is indeed not locked or anything of that nature. So that's why I prefer Swappa. It just makes things a little bit easier. But yeah, guys, that's exactly how I did it. I first started flipping free stuff on Craigslist, and then I immediately came over to Swappa. Once I got enough capital, I started buying nothing but iPhones and Galaxy devices. Also the 𝗬𝗧𝗥𝗘𝗘 line, back in the day, before they switched over to the Pixel. But the 𝗬𝗧𝗥𝗘𝗘 line never steered me wrong, and people generally wanted 𝗬𝗧𝗥 devices. They still do. But obviously they don't make them anymore, and I made a lot of money doing that. And I'd highly recommend it for anybody who is trying to get into that arena. You always want to make sure that you can find the latest and greatest. But if not, phones that are like a generation or two older that are in mint condition can always fetch a pretty decent price for people that are looking for them, because not everybody has $1,000 to buy a Galaxy S10 Plus, right? So always keep that in mind. But if you guys have any questions on what you guys should be looking for, how to check EINs outside of this, whatever, just make sure you hit me up below. Guys, check the description. There's plenty of links there. There's links for the for the free Facebook group. There's links for the ebook to help you guys out. Guys, whatever you would need is all down there. So I'm gonna help you out as best I can. Obviously, you guys have already seen me over there on Two Dudes with Dan. This channel, we're gonna take a little bit different direction, so we can kind of be a little loosey goosey with it. But yeah, if you need anything else, make sure you hit me up. I got you guys covered. All right, be safe, be smart. Later on.